Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Knit Crochet Tejido. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to crochet this Shein style blouse. It's very easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you'll find the English version in there. This blouse is for any age as long as you feel young enough to wear it. To make this blouse Shein style, I'm going to use these loops and thread paillettes, 50 gram, 197 meters, fine 2, 80% acrylic, 10% polyester, 5% metallic, 5% paillettes. And the color is Periwinkle Twinkle, and they recommend a 5mm crochet hook. I'm gonna use a 4mm crochet hook. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. I'm gonna use a marker to mark my second row of increase. You only have to do 2 rows of increase. And measurement tape if you want to guide yourself by measurements. I give you amount of rows and measurements as well. We're gonna do 2 pieces like this one to create a little blouse. So we're gonna start in here with a chain of 20 plus 2. The whole piece is done in a half double crochet, and then you will do those 20 half double crochet until you have the length that you want. This is the part that go around the neck, and you could do a knot in the top and the back. So if you want this longer, you can do it longer. If you want it shorter, you can do it shorter. So you're gonna work straight those 20 half double crochet until you have the length that you want. After that, we're gonna do some row of increase, 2 row of increase, and we start with 20 and we're gonna end up with 38 stitches for this part. That is for the chest, and go around on the back like this. Okay, so you're gonna do, it's very easy to do, and you're gonna do 2 pieces exactly the same. So we're gonna start now. With a slip knot. And we're gonna do a chain of 20 plus 2 to turn our work around. 22 in total. So once I have my 22 chains, I will meet you here. I have my 22 chains. I'm gonna do a yarn over. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th chain you're gonna do a half double crochet. Now you have 2 half double crochet in the first chain to a space, and the next one. Now you're gonna do a half double crochet on each chain space for a total of 20 half double crochet. So like that, you're gonna do your first row. A half double crochet. I finished my first row and I have my 20 half double crochet. I'm gonna chain 1, and always you're gonna start your work like this with a chain of 1. You're gonna turn your work, and the first half double crochet you're gonna do a single crochet and a chain of 1, and that's your first half double crochet. You're always gonna start like this. That way, if you look at my piece, you don't see a big hole in the side, and they are nice and even in both sides. Because if you do a chain of 2, you will get a little square, a little empty hole there always. So you're gonna do now a half double crochet on each half double crochet, and I'm gonna pass it through here, through the little hole that you see in there, grabbing those 2 strands on the top and leaving that one in the side here. Okay, so you see, if you see my work in here, I'll do yarn over, and in that little hole I pass it through and I do my half double crochet. And I'm gonna do a half double crochet on each half double crochet for a total of 20 half double crochet in my second row. I zoom in a little bit, that way you can see a little bit better where I'm working. So it looks like I'm done here, but I still have one more half double crochet, and that is in top of the first chain of 2 in here. You see? So yarn over, and in the first chain I'm gonna do my last half double crochet. And if you count your stitches, you will have 20 half double crochet. So you will chain 1, you will turn your work around, and if you look here in that little hole in here, you see, it's where you're gonna pass your hook, chain 1, single crochet, sorry, and chain 1. That's your first half double crochet. Yarn over, and you see all this little hole, that's where you're gonna do your half double crochet. I'm not working through the back strand, because I work through the back strand will be this one, and it will create a separation. I wanted it a little bit more thick, so I'm gonna grab those 2 strands and I'm gonna do my half double crochet, and I'm gonna do a half double crochet on top of each half double crochet until the end. But at the end I will show you how you're gonna finish, because you're gonna work in that single crochet chain 1 that you did, and if you look here, it's a little to the side in here, it's not straight, so I'll show you how you're gonna work to have that one nice and straight. So work your half double crochet until you have 19, and I will show you how to do number 2. I have my 19 half double crochet, and number 20 you're gonna do the yarn over, and then you have the chain 1 and the single crochet. You're gonna work in the single crochet. You're gonna go here sideways here in the single crochet, you see, through those 2 strands like this, and you're gonna pass it through. Oops. And you're gonna do your half double crochet. You're gonna chain 1, turn your work around, in the same space, single crochet, chain 1, and you're gonna have double crochet on each space, and at the end you're gonna finish exactly the same as I show you in here, and they're gonna create a straight work on both sides of your piece, and you don't want to have that obvious little hole that is quite big if you don't do this. So it'll be nice and straight like this in one end. I'm gonna zoom out, that way you guys can see better. It's a little bit too close. I zoom out, that way you guys can see how straight it is by working like I show you, and you don't see those obvious empty holes in the side of your work. Let me tell you, if you don't do that trick, you'll have a nice and empty square in there. You see? Nice and even. In some space you can see a little bit more, but in others you can see a little bit less in that empty space. But it looks nice and straight, nice and even. So you want to work like that. You have double crochet on each half double crochet until the end, that you're going to work the last one inside that single crochet. So when I get to the last one, I will show you one more time. So I still have to do 2 more in here, and you look at your work, you'll have this one and that one. So on top of that one you do 1, that's 19, and then inside this single crochet sideways like that you do 20, and look, it will be nice and straight. You're going to chain 1, turn your work around, in the first little hole you're going to do your single crochet, and you see when you do your single crochet you have those 2 strands. Through those 2 strands is where you pass like this your hook to do your half double crochet, and you're going to do half double crochet on each half double crochet until the end, always working like this, that way you have a nice straight line on both sides until you have the desired length. You're going to work half double crochet. So you're going to work straight those 20 stitches until it's time to do the row of increase. That for mine was until here. That was the length that I give to this piece. So you have to figure out what length you want for yours. This is the one that go across in the front like this, and this will go in the back. I will do a knot in the back with the other piece, and depend the length that you want, the amount of material you want in the back is the length that you're going to give to this part. Okay, so you're going to work straight those half double crochet, and I will give you the amount of row and measurement on my piece until here. So I'm going to finish this row. I will show you one more time how you're going to finish in that single crochet. So you're going to do the half double crochet, passing your hook through those 2 strands, and you do your half double crochet, and it will be nice and straight, and like that you're going to continue until you have the desired length. I finished this first part of this piece, and I measured 43.5 centimeters, 17 inches, and I did 50 rows. So now we're gonna start with the increase here in the center. Now we're gonna do a row of increase. I'm gonna start like I've been doing so far. Chain 1, single crochet, chain 1. That's the first half double crochet of 7. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the next 6 half double crochet, we're gonna do 3 half double crochet on each one. So this is 1, 2, and 3 in the same space. That's 1, 2, and 3 is 2, 1, 2, and 3 is 3, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 5, 2 and 3 is 6. Now you're gonna do 7 half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And like that is that increase. Now I'm going to chain 1 and my work around, single crochet, chain 1, and you're going to do a half double crochet on each half double crochet till the end. Now I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to do my half double crochet, chain 1, that's 1 of 13. So when we did the increase, that we did the 18 stitches here plus the 14, we had 32 stitches in total. So we're gonna do 13, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. On each next 6 space, we're gonna do 2 half double crochet. So that's 1. So 2 in each space for 6 spaces. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now you're gonna do 13 more half double crochet. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So that is the last row of increase. Now we're going to do a half double crochet on each half double crochet. I finished a row of increase. Now I'm gonna work half double crochet on each half double crochet until I have the desired length. So I have 38 half double crochet because I start with 20 and I increase 18. I'm going to chain 1, turn my work around, single crochet, chain 1, and that's the first half double crochet. And now I'll continue working my half double crochet till the end, and I will do this until I have the desired length. I'm gonna work at mine, and then I will let you know how many rows and the measurement on my first piece. I'm gonna place a marker in this last row of increase, that way I can measure from that row. So now that you're gonna continue doing half double crochet on each half double crochet. I finished the length, 13.5 inches, 34 centimeters, 41 rows. And I'm measuring and counting from that row of increase that I did here, the last row of increase. Now I'm gonna chain 1, turn my work around. I'm gonna do a single crochet, chain 3. I'm gonna skip 1, 2, and the third one I'm gonna do a single crochet, and in the next one a single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and the third one single crochet in the next one, and like that I'm gonna continue creating this loop until the end. I finish. I'm gonna chain 1, cut the yarn, and you can lose the tail. And we done our first piece of 2. One of those little sparkly things here, so that's why I don't want to go through the chain. Make the chain a little bit bigger. There. And I have here, I start with 1 single crochet, but I finish with 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these loops. So now you're going to create exactly the same like this one, your second piece. And then we'll put our 2 pieces together and we're done. I don't want to lose this tail yet, just in case I had to undo some of these rows here, just in case it's too long, because I'm gonna do the other piece and then I'm gonna do an I-cord to pass it through and tighten the back. And if it's too long, these pieces, and then you don't want to have any space in the back, and then you'll have to frog a few more of these rows. That have a solution if you still have the tail here, but if you lose the tail, it's a little bit more difficult to find and unravel this. Because if it's too short, you can do the I-cord a little bit longer and have more space with the I-cord, but if it's too long, this part, and then it will be too loose in the front here. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create the other piece exactly the same as this one, and then we'll put the 2 pieces together to create the little blouse. Here I have my 2 pieces done, and now we're gonna do an I-cord. I did this one already finished. I'm gonna show you how to do this right now. I gonna measure it to give you the measurement, but what I did was I did a chain long enough, and then I did a slip stitch in the way back. I didn't measure or anything, I just got myself by looking at the length, and I created this I-cord. It's nice and round, very easy, very fast to do, and look fantastic. And after I finish showing you how to do the I-cord, I will pass it through the little loops in here, and then I will try this on to see if that's the right size. If not, and then I can undo this here, the slip stitch, and then remove a few rows and then do the loops again. After that, if it's the right size, and then I will lose those tails, and then we are done. So now I will show you how to do the I-cord. So this is what I have left over from the 2 ball of yarn. From this one I did the I-cord. So for this blouse you will need 2 ball of 50 grams or 1 of 100 grams, and that will be enough for this size. So now I'm gonna zoom in a little bit with the camera to show you how you're gonna do your I-cord. I measured the I-cord and I measured a little over 180 centimeters. I did mine a little extra long just in case. It's better to have extra length than too short, that is not enough to cross in the back. So you're gonna start with a slip knot, and you're gonna do a chain long enough for your I-cord. I eyeball mine, I don't measure mine, I was looking at it and deciding if that's a good length and so on, and then I did that length. So once you have your desired length, let's say this is your length, you're gonna go to the second chain from the hook and you're gonna do a slip stitch. And that's what you're gonna do, a slip stitch on each chain space. This is the easiest and the nicest I-cord, and it's not too thick and it's nice and round. So once you have your I-cord done, that you finish, that you have 2 tails, you'll chain 1, cut the yarn and do a knot with those 2 tails, and then with the tapestry needle you will weave it through inside and then out again. That's what I did with mine, and here, and you don't see it the end of it. So do your I-cord and I will meet you here. Here I have my I-cord. I'm gonna even it up, and this is a part where I have my 1 single crochet and I finish with 2 at the end. So in these loops, this will be the top. I'm gonna pass it through here and to the loop on the other side. I'm gonna even them up at the 2 ends, and then I'm gonna crisscross. I'm gonna pass on this side. Through the loops, and like that you're gonna crisscross this until the end. I tried it on and I absolutely love the way the blouse look. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna frog 2 rows of the half double crochet and then create the loops again, because I would like to be able to tie these a little bit more in the back, probably 2-3 rows, and then I will do those loops and then lose the tails, and then I will show you the end result and how you're gonna put this on. Once I finish it, look like this. When you put it on, you cross it in the front and tie in the back of your neck, and then when you put it on, this will look really nice in here, that detail. So I'm gonna put it on the mannequin. My mannequin is a small size, so this one is like a medium almost to a large. So let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Well, this is the end result, and look how gorgeous this Shein style blouse look. It looks exactly like the originals. I'm gonna leave a picture here one are the ones from Shein. Of course, those are made of material, no crochet. This one is made with crochet, so it's very easy to do. And I'm gonna show you also a picture me wearing the blouse, but just the back. I don't gonna show the front, of course, but just the back. That way you guys can see how it look on, because the mannequin is too big. My mannequin is a size small, and the blouse is a medium size to a small large, if you know what I mean. If you want to make this smaller, you see the front is perfect, but for the back, what you do is you give less rows, and that will be smaller in the back. That way you can close it properly. And if you want to do this bigger, you do more rows. That way you give it more length. So it's very easy to do, and I hope you guys like it and give a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this blouse and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Rubin de Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Rubin de Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.